All right, the Crew Motorfest, the Ultimate Edition. If you manage to get the Ultimate Edition, the Civic Type R fitted and the Porsche 718 Spider fitted edition. If you're like me, maybe you used it once or twice, didn't really care for them, threw them away, never touched them again. Well, you're in luck. Now, while they're still not the best cars, they're not top of the class, the good thing with this game is you can be competitive with any car. There's a couple that stand out, but for the most part, you tune up any car at the Pro Settings just right, all of these cars you can win with in the Grand Race. So look, I took both of these cars and I tuned them up a bit. They were a little weird compared to the other ones I've tuned, but this Porsche 718, you can go full throttle around the corners, no understeer, no oversteer. It grips and it goes. And the Civic Type R, usually front wheel drive, have a lot of power. I'm sure you've seen the videos of the Civics on they're just spinning. You're spinning and you can't steer because you're not getting grip because your tires are not a problem with this Type R. I know it's only Street Tier 1, but I will, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you guys the tune. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the little track I do real quick, and then I'm going to show you the Pro Settings, and then I'm going to throw them in a Grand Race at the end and show you guys that. So anyway, let's get into it. Now this one does top out at 188 miles per hour, but man, it feels good. You can throw it into the corners, gas it. No, I'm going to go around the slalom real quick. But yeah, you can throw this thing in and you don't have to worry about losing grip or anything. It's kind of the way it's tuned. Even though it's front wheel drive, it feels damn good. I'm gonna take it through this ass up here real quick. Gonna throw it on in here. It just hooks right around. It feels way better than it did out of the box. I don't know, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. Let's get into the Pro Settings. Now, what's weird with this and the other Ultimate Edition is I didn't have to touch any of like the main suspension parts. Anytime I stiffened them up or softened them, the car just got goofy. Okay, so look, I left this long. Obviously, you want the max speed, especially Street Tier 1. I just bumped it up just a little bit, 62%, just enough. I got a little, -5 on the load on the rear, just because you need all the air up front. You kind of need the rear to follow you around. On the front wheel drive, all of this stayed 0. Anti-roll bars, plus 10% stiff in the front, plus 7% stiff in the rear. Alignment, I have -25 degrees camber in the front and then -17 on the rear. And that's it. Obviously, fully upgraded. That's it for this one. It feels good. It feels good. So let me get on to the 718 real quick, and then we'll show them in a Grand Race. All right. I'm actually very fond of this car now. I hated it at first. I mean, look at this. Okay. All right. Of course. Now it wants to slide out. Being a little sussy. Look, anyway. I'll show you around this corner down here how it just grips up real well. This isn't bad for Street Tier 2. You see we're just full power, cruising right around, not losing out. I mean, any car, the slower you go, if you're full throttle, it'll give out more than if you're going a higher speed. But this thing, trust me, you'll notice a difference. You will notice a huge difference. I actually like this thing now. Really like how agile it feels. So anyway, the Pro Settings, all right? This is the same thing. I started messing with these. I usually mess with these pretty heavily. It got real wonky. So, all right, let's get into it here. I don't think I changed any of this. I left this 60%. Anything more or less kind of felt goofy. I tried 50%, but I need a little bit more load in the front. I went -10 aero on the front. I think it's weird that this game like always has the aero at like 0%. Like it's not like you can either increase it or decrease it. Like you're only decreasing, which is kind of weird. I left all this 0. I am plus 8% stiff on the front on the roll bars and plus 10% stiff on the rear. -20 camber on the front and -25 on the rear. that's it for this. Max it out, and it's good to go. These were simple. I've been messing around with a lot of other cars, and these were really simple. I don't know why that was, but I'm gonna throw them in a grand race real quick and see what we can do. All right, we're getting into Street Tier 2 now. It's been a pretty close race between all of us, so we'll see what we can do here. Obviously, we got quite the competition here with some of these cars. I think we should be able to hold our own. Look at this. Cool. Coming up on a Berlinetta. Oh, this thing it handles so well. I could have cut that a little more, it's fine. Wow, this thing is amazing. I've only really tested it on like the, okay, all right. That wasn't my fault. On like the racetrack. We can definitely get our cornering speed up quite a bit. Get our NOS back up. Wasn't too bad. Yeah, that's what happens, bud. As you can see, we can hold our own with the Ferraris and Lambos. We got a little bit of nitrous. That was a little bit of a cheapie. I didn't mean to do that. Look how I laid it out. Yeah, I mean, look. At the beginning of the race, I'm not going to show that, but I got thrown off. These guys were coming and they were going out, cutting wide, and bam, slamming into me like crazy. I got up to like second, and then this green Viper kept destroying me, and I went back to like 16th place. And then my WRC 05 Lancer got me back to like second, third place, fourth place. But that, I mean, as you can see, like, this car can be competitive. We were keeping up easily. I actually like this car. I actually really enjoy this car with the tune. Let's check out the Civic Type R. I think we're doing Street Tier 1 now. Yeah, Honda Civic time. For whatever reason, my Porsche Rally Ray just was not doing it. Well, that guy's off the road. Look at all these dudes. If they have my settings, they'd be good to go. Look at this thing. Look at this thing just gripping. That was my fault. Alright, we'll be able to get these guys, no problem. Right here, see, bud. He's gonna lose it here, and we're just gonna cruise on by. You really trying to push me off the road, bud? Alright. As you can see, look at that rear wheel drive problem sliding all over the road. In the road, we got full boost. We're out of here, boys. See ya. It doesn't really hold its top speed well, but you know, not every car is perfect. But you can be pretty competitive with this thing. Like I said, I haven't used the Ultimate Edition cars, but see, like that Corvette is definitely got some more top end or something. Maybe just more power in general. There are cars that are faster. We all know this. Come on, this was free. Look at this. Look at this. Easy. Easy cornering, man. And then we're out of here. A Corvette couldn't do that. He's not even with us anymore. It's all about cornering speed, man. Oh yeah, this feels good. Well, that's it for the Civic, boys. That Bolide gave us a run for our money in the Corvette. Plus, I completely spun out. and I had to reset. I just flew way off the track. I was pushing it too hard in the rain. That's what happens. As you saw, that Civic pulled us through, man. So look, so yeah, boys, as you can see, the Ultimate Edition cars really aren't that bad. Throw some Pro settings on them and they feel way better. Like, yeah, the Civic kind of lacks a little bit of top end, but as you can see, we got that vet in the corner, no problem. Him and that, was it M4? They just kept spinning. But yeah, this game it's a game changer when you mess with the settings. You really dial the car in. So look, I'm working on all the free cars that you get from the playlist. I'm gonna have a tune for all of those. All right, so you boys make sure, if you're not, subscribe to the channel, give this video a thumbs up, come back, and I'll see you on the next one.